Been chasing dreams, my money, things I do for my family, and on and on. I can't go without my blessings, 'cause blessings show.
All right. We are back. Let's really talk about a podcast. The podcast where we're going to talk about all things controversial, motivation, inspirational. We're here to motivate, excel. We're here to grow. That's what we're here to do over here on this podcast.
Amen.
And I just want to thank everybody for the love and support on the pod. I just want to thank y'all again for the most recent video. No, the one before the most recent video on Instagram, reaching 2.4 million views. 2.4 mil for me.
Top it up.
We love to hear it. Listen, 2024, you know what I'm saying? We
coming
inviting the new year different.
Yeah.
You feel me? We really coming different and better conversations. We're going to have even more guests. And listen, if y'all want to hear anything, I know I keep on saying this, and I know y'all don't like listening. Please, comment section. Put anything that you guys want us to talk about there in the comment section. I'll be coming up with these topics on my own, but trust me, as long as it's not crazy, we'll talk about what y'all want to talk about. Because why is it called Let's Really Talk About It if people don't want to, you know what I'm saying, put in what they want to talk about? And come on, like, if y'all want to talk about it, then we're going to talk about it. Facts. So let's just jump into the introductions. We're going to start off with Ahela. Go ahead, talk to them. Introduce yourself.
My name is Ahela. I'm 20 years old, and my Instagram name is Ahela. Ahayla.
Okay, and tell them a little bit about yourself. Tell them what you do, what you like, who you are.
I'm from Queens. I spend a lot of time by myself, writing, talking to God, and lately I've been getting into music again, so I could say that. But majority of the time I spend is by myself and just trying to be in tune with myself. So I could say that.
That's what's up. That's what I like to hear.
Thank you.
Talk to them.
Hi guys, I'm Aranke. I'm 23 and I'm from Queens. My Instagram is MSianaX, MSIANAX. And I'm a model, content creator, and just starting to be a little bit video vixen. I'm excited about that. And
Okay. Go ahead, Kenley, talk to them real quick.
What's up? It's Ken. Back here again. Instagram handle. I know _I Ken with 2 N's. Yeah, I mean, 2024, they would, say new year, new me, but nah, same old Ken, still here.
Yeah.
Respiratory therapist, full time, but also do some investing, some day trading on the side as well. And once again, I know I can. If you believe you can, you must. If you had a dream, anything out there, 2024, definitely reach for the stars.
You said you're starting to get into a video vixen. What is that?
like music videos. Like just being the girl in the music videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
I had 3 music videos 2023.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And 2 of them I was like the lead girl. Mm-hmm. So yeah, actually I had one that come out today actually.
That's
Maybe
what's
not
up.
even like, but I'm on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, rappers out there, if you looking, and as long as that checkbook is open, she's here. She's here.
Emphasis on the checkbook being open.
Checkbook being open, you feel me?
me?
So we live in a society today where a lot of things are just not the way that they used to be anymore, especially when it comes to things like, how we love each other, how we appreciate each other, how we treat each other. A lot of people, they have reasons or titles that they put on why that they are the way that they are. We talked about it in another podcast. People blame it on zodiac signs. People like to blame it on, things like how they grew up. People like to blame it on other things when, I feel like there should be a standard to how we treat and love each other. But I feel like a lot of that gets, blurred within the lines, as time continues to progress. People just start to treat people differently, which jumps into the topic. Do we overcomplicate loving each other the way God wants? Wait, real quick question. You believe in God?
Of course.
Oh, amen. Hallelujah. We here. All right.
Cool.
The presence. Facts. So talk to me. Do you guys believe that we overcomplicate loving each other the way that God wants us to love?
You want to start?
I'm going to let you go.
I was going to say, I feel like now in this day and age, we got social media and we're just overstimulated by a lot of things all day, every day. We don't even realize how much we're taking in nowadays with content and all these on social media. So I feel like seeing how society or how one person treats somebody on social media and like getting all that information at once, we start to like kind of disassociate with real life, and we don't know how to separate reality from social media. So it comes out, it manifests out in real life for us.
I agree with that. And the reason why I agree with that heavy is because listen, you guys can tell me am I wrong. You guys have seen people, they associate not liking a picture to negative feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
That's true.
kind of crazy. You feel me? Oh, yo, you didn't like my picture, or I see a lot of people nowadays, they're using the word, oh, you watching face. You could just watch a story and automatically you're sending bad vibes, bro. Like you're dead sending bad vibes. Like, well, me, I'm not gonna lie. I never really understood the concept. Maybe you guys can help me like realize that, like, when they say things like, yo, you're watching mad face, like, is that what, like, almost an assumption, like, okay, this person's my enemy, so they watch my story, so that just means that they're watching face? Like, what makes somebody just say, yo, you're watching mad face?
I feel like it's when people see that you're just like always in their views but never in their likes. That's how people say you're watching face, because it's like,
Oh, wow.
You're watching what I'm doing but you're not interacting with what I'm doing. So I feel like people will associate that with you have like an evil eye or like a bad mentality when it comes to me. Like, you just want to see what I'm doing, but you want to, like, you know, celebrate or appreciate what I'm doing. That's what I've gotten from watching face. I don't think like that, but
I agree with her though, because
that's how people think about it.
I'm not gonna sit and watch somebody I don't fuck with, because I already know, like, if I don't fuck with you, I'm not saying my intentions is bad, but we not in alignment right now, and I'm not gonna sit and be watching you, because it comes with certain things. I believe, like, you could feel energy no matter if it's through the phone, if the vibe, if something within me or you is not in alignment, I'm gonna feel that. So I'd rather not watch you at all. I believe, like, when you click to follow somebody on social media, you're not gonna like everything they post, but just to feel like you just monitoring me instead of interacting, it feel like you wash your face.
Right, for sure.
You feel me?
And it all depends on the person too. Cause you know when someone don't fuck with you, but they just keep watching what you doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
okay.
You know when
Real.
you know you don't fuck with somebody in real life, but they just want to keep watching what you're doing.
like, bro.
So
And it's like, why you even following me at this point?
can you
So I think it's so, I mean, just one comment. I think it's so interesting how like I don't really know the inner workings of social media like that. Like, I'm on social media, but I just didn't know that there was like, yo, okay, if you in my views, but you don't like, you're not on my likes, or like,
Bro,
it's
I
almost
just
like
learned that
it's
now.
almost like there's like a whole like back office, like a whole what's the best way to describe it? Like, I just didn't know it was this deep. Like, social media really is a deep place. And going back to what you were saying, like, you can really get lost in it, because that'll affect like how you view yourself and also how you view other people, right? So like, I personally feel like going back to the question which you had asked, because social media is how it is, I feel like we don't really take into account people's character anymore. Like, when I see your page, I'm just viewing you and I like you based on what I see, but I don't know anything about you. Like, I might learn, everything that I'm learning is external, but I don't know anything about internally who you are as a person. And it makes it like, I feel like now we got a lot of fake love, based on like, if I see your IG page and you a baddie, you posting all these pictures, like, I love you because you have a very nice body and like you look good. You could be a trophy girl or whatever the case may be. Or if you see a dude and he got whips, he posting all these foreign cars and he got money, like, you might just like him because of what he has, but how, like, what's his character like? Like, how does he treat you as a woman? You know what I'm saying? These things, I feel like social media just kind of like
Puts it on the back end.
Right, exactly.
It puts it on the
all
back
this
end
stuff.
too much.
Everything is just is external, and so because of that, I feel like it's a lot of fake love.
And I really do. I agree with what you're saying. To add on to that, to take it even a step further, that I feel like that lays the groundwork for what we think in our minds what love is supposed to be. Because it's like, okay, right? Everybody's profile is everybody's first impression. So a lot of people feel like, yo, the first dates when we go out. A lot of times, people's first date with someone be the time that you spend on that person's page trying to figure them out. And when you take that in and you consume that, your idea is, okay, he got whips, he got money, he got this. So that's your groundwork for the future of if you tend to have a friendship with him, relationship with him, to you, he's going to be, the Kenley that has mad whips, mad money, the mad this. That's the groundwork you just laid for the whole foundation of your relationship. If someone comes to look on your page and, they see you modeling and this, that, the third, if their attraction is surface level and it's not the internal, that's 9 times out of 10, because there's some people who will actually take the time to ask you those questions, get to know who you really are. But then a lot of the times people just be like, yo, all right, they profile good. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
And you know what the crazy thing is too? Like, even when you see someone, their Instagram, and then you meet them in person, like a lot of people don't know how to separate what they see on Instagram to you in real life.
Yes.
Right. So how they already preconceived you from their Instagram, you could be you could have a whole totally different personality than what they thought of in their head from when they seen you on Instagram. But even when they see you and they see that you have they're still trying to make you fit into what they think in their head.
Exactly.
But I feel like it goes back to I feel like social media giving lame things clout. Like, they'll give you clout if you sit and shake your ass or you talk about something that really don't have anything to do with, I guess, being in alignment with yourself. So it's it goes back to people just setting that tone. If we set the tone of putting real shit out and saying this is good for the soul, people's core values aren't, I think, to maintain and to grow. I think it's more go to work, go to the gym, make money, and portray themselves a certain way on social media. So I think it all goes back to being in alignment. Because you said do we overcomplicate loving each other? And I feel like we do, because we all fighting battles and we don't look at it like that. We just look at it oh, he's projecting negative energy. I don't know what's going on inside, so we all just look at it let's go with him instead
100%. Which, it even, if we even take it farther beyond social media, right? Sometimes we could just be sitting here having a conversation right now, and then, because let's say if he said a comment and you felt like it was weird, a lot of people left saying that yo, nah, he's giving weirdo vibes. He could really be going through it though, you feel me? And a lot of times, I always, I say this, but sometimes I don't mean it too, 50-50. No one says things for no reason. So it's if someone says something, right?
I'd be on the 50-50.
50-50, because sometimes,
sometimes you be having your moments.
Just freestyling.
Definitely crackhead energy. Sometimes I just be chatting. But then sometimes people say things there's meaning behind it, or there's a reason. It's coming from somewhere in their spirit. So it's if someone says something and it's a bit off-putting, right? Now, if someone's oh yeah, that's weird. Here comes someone else yeah, nah, I felt it too. It's weird. Here it comes, just like you said, someone just set the tone by saying weirdo vibes, right?
Right, yeah.
Kenley's not the weirdo. Ain't nobody gonna ask her what you going through, bro. Yo, why did you say that? Yo, you okay? Yo, is everything straight? Nobody gotta ask you that, because now the groundwork that they've laid for you is weirdo. You're a weirdo.
Yeah.
And it's now we've overcomplicated that whole how can we even show you love? How can we show you acceptance? How can we show you that we care if we done labeled you in our head a weirdo? And mind you, listen, being labeled a weirdo, people forget how serious that is. Once you're labeled a weirdo once, that's a stamp. That's worse than being labeled an adulterer sometimes. Because they will never not think of you as a weirdo, bro.
That's a fact.
But you think I used to think when somebody be you a weirdo, that's bad. But then sometimes it's damn, I do want to set myself apart from shit that y'all normalize that's not weird. You get, that's how I look at it.
I hate that word.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, that's a great way to look at it.
But
I feel
you don't gotta internalize everything.
Exactly. That's a way to look at it to not let it get to you. But being called a weirdo is not a good thing.
It's not.
It's not a good thing, but
I think it takes a level of self-confidence though to know that listen, if somebody's calling you a weirdo and you know you're not a weirdo, I'm different. I'm unique. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what be pissing me off the most? When the person's acting weird and they come to you and tell you the
weirdo.
That's
the one.
That's why I don't like that word. Because you're not about to
one.
call me weird because I'm outing you for your weird behavior.
Mm-hmm.
We not about to
like that.
Everybody weird.
That's true, right?
But when I say weird. Like, to me, weird is just like you're moving funny. Like,
Right.
that's weird. Like, if me and you were supposed to be close, so however our relationship is, and then you moving funny, that's weird.
Yeah.
So then now let's dig deep. What's moving funny?
Moving funny is like, I wouldn't expect you to do what you did to me if we're like cool.
So if someone's moving funny towards you, right? How does that stop you from loving them?
It makes me look at them different. Cause
Do you feel like they don't deserve your love?
yeah, if you moving weird with me, you don't deserve my love. You moving weird with me.
Okay.
I feel like though it don't stop me from loving you, but it make me keep my distance because I like to express my love wholeheartedly. I don't like to feel like I'm in and out, but I could love you from a distance and just not want to be in your presence. And I feel like real love, like it don't go away. You just learn like you just gotta fuck with them from a distance.
Yeah, I feel like you can never really lose love. You can never really, you can. Yeah,
If
real
you
love
do,
never
it's
really
never real
goes
love.
away.
Yeah.
It never really goes away. I just feel like, real love intensifies hurt. Like something someone else would do could be like, okay, whatever. But when you really love somebody and then they do something, it could be that same level of like small, like it could be like that small, but because you know how much you really love that person, it just made that hurt just a whole lot more hurtful.
For sure.
You feel me? So that's why I feel like you could love somebody who, you know what I'm saying, moves funny or, is weird or does something or says something about you. It's possible. But then I feel like this is where the overcomplication thing comes to it, right? We label each other these things and, we come up with justifications why we should gatekeep our love the way that God intends our love to be. Because in my opinion, I feel like we as people, we have life-changing love. Like we have love that really could change someone else's life if we want to, right? But we justify why we shouldn't give people that part of ourselves based on different reasons. No, I'm only give it to my family. No, I'm only give it to the bros. I'm only give it to the sis. Nah, I don't really, you know what I'm saying?
I
Know
feel
you
like
like
that
that.
comes with just wanting to protect yourself at that point.
What you mean by that?
Like, for me, I know I'm a big lover. Like, if I love someone, I'm putting my whole love into them. You know what I mean? But I'm also very protective of my heart. So I won't really give as much as my love to someone unless I know, like, my love with them is safe. You know what I mean? So I feel like that comes with the overcomplication because, yeah, I have a lot of love to give, but are you worthy of all the love that I have to give? Because say I do give you all my love and now you do something that hurts me and now I'm hurt. And now we can't have the relationship that I thought that we could have.
Right.
I just feel like I wasted all my love on that. You know what I mean?
I wanted to add though, I feel like a lot of us love with expectations. Because when you love and not expect it back, you just know on my end I did what I'm supposed, not even did what I'm supposed to do, but I moved wholeheartedly without no limitations. But then when you love with expectations, that's when the hurt comes in. That's what I feel personally. When I was loving somebody, expecting them to reciprocate the way I love, I was disappointed in the end. So I think it's just important to love without expecting too much from that individual.
Okay. So I loved your take on that. So now my question to you is, because when you're talking about like, are you worthy of my love? And I feel like if you giving somebody your love, you obviously think they're deserving of your love, but you don't expect anything in return, right? So if you're loving somebody and you're giving them all your love, and this is with no expectation, is that going to stop you from getting hurt if they do violate you or if they do like misuse or abuse your love? Like, do you feel like that would stop you from getting hurt?
No, it's not going to stop me from getting hurt because of the love I have. I just think you just have less of a... I'm not going to read too much into it or take it deeply because I'm not expecting nothing from you, but it's more like noted. But I know on my end, I'm loving you. You may have hurt me, but I know like just how to move with you.
Got you.
I think that's when it comes like that distance for me, I could say.
Cool.
For me, I'm very big on the whole love without reciprocation. And, there's been times where, people have either done or said things to me where I sit back and I'm like, wow. But then it comes to my head, I'm like, yo, if only you knew how much love I really had for you, maybe you wouldn't even have moved that way. But then sometimes I take it to a point where it's like, yo, you know what? At the end of the day, you know, I know I move in the way that God called me to move in this person's life. You know, if they want to be a certain way to me, I'm not going to let that affect the way that I move. Because then it means that, you know, I don't know, I feel like it's a bit disingenuous because that kind of means like, yo, I'm only going to love a person if they choose never to hurt me in life, which is almost unrealistic.
Right.
I feel like we as humans, we're born and we live to disappoint each other until the day that we die. You feel me? Like we will sit here and in any minute form, any big form, whatever the case may be, we are going to disappoint each other until we die in every shape, way, or form. You know, and that's just that. So I feel like the more that we can, you know, just like as God calls us to love our enemies. And some people don't even realize how deep that is. Like, yo, to really love somebody who's really done you dirty, it takes a lot.
Yeah, I do.
It takes a lot.
I don't know if I'm there yet.
You know, and I don't think he means to love your enemies constantly. And bear with me, I might be trying, but just bear with us, see if you can see where I'm coming from. I feel like when he says to love your enemies into a way where they are no longer your enemies anymore. Because I feel like the whole love your enemies things gives people the justification to be like, no, but you know, I'm gonna just love from a distance. I still love you, but I'm gonna love you from afar. I feel like maybe I'm bugging, but I feel like, you know, when God calls us to love our enemies, it means to resolve the situation. Whatever beef, whatever problems that we once had or we had with those people to reconcile those, you know, be friends with that person again. And if it doesn't work out, cool, but at least you know you tried.
So you don't believe in like loving people from a distance?
I feel like people use that as an excuse, bro, because people know they're not loving that person from a distance, bro. They be capping.
So then my follow-up question is, do you believe everyone should have access? You mentioned life-changing love. We have life-changing love. Do you believe everyone should have access to your life-changing love?
Everybody has different forms of life-changing love. Okay. Some people, I want to be more specific on that. Some people, boom, right? Some people's life-changing love could be money. You know? That person could express love through money to his family. He loves his family through supporting his family, providing for the people around him, his friends, things of that nature. These are people who they're very successful. Things of that nature. Pastors, ministers, they express their love through wisdom, guidance, and prayer. I feel like people who can express those loves in ways that aren't going to harm themselves or be a detriment to what you need to do for your family. So obviously it's not like, yo, if I'm a millionaire, give everybody $1,000. But if it's like, yo, if you know that you have an understanding and you have a love just to see people grow through motivation, why gatekeep it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody should be able, if they want to, have access to it.
I don't feel like they should always have access, but they should be able to experience it at some point in their life. Because sometimes, like, it goes back to what you were saying, like, even though people are not worthy sometimes of the love that I feel like I have to give to them, I feel like sometimes they need to just know that that type of love exists. And then I feel like, too, as well, we all got the same 24 hours. Your heart beat just like mine. We see the same sky. So it's like we hold each other as humans sometimes like higher than what it really is. And I think that's why it'd be so detrimental. But then when you realize like, yo, we at the end of the day, we all got one promised day and we all gonna go back to dust, then you start looking at stuff really differently.
I agree. Do you not agree with me?
So the only reason why I asked that question before I answered, the reason why I asked that question is because she brought up the whole, I'm a big believer in like, yo, loving people from a distance, because I feel like I can't love everyone the same way. And that's just the reality.
Absolutely.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you talk about like, oh, I love people, like I love the world, like I pray for the world, or like, and like I have love for them. It's like a more general love. But like my girl or even my best friends, they experience love a lot differently. But my thing is like this, like I guess you kind of answered the question when you talk about like the different forms of life-changing love. Because if I'm talking to a random person, but like I was able to put a smile on their face, or like even through one conversation, I was able to make them laugh and I brightened up their day. Like they experienced, I guess, some sort of love, but it wouldn't be the same energy that I would give to my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a random person, so I'm not gonna just open myself up to you like that. So to answer your question, yeah, I believe in like loving people from a distance because we're all humans. People will cross you. You know what I'm saying? Like you will give people access to your love and they're gonna misuse it, abuse it. And because of that, not saying that I don't forgive you. Nah, I definitely do forgive you, but I just can't keep you close. I can't keep you around me too close anymore because you obviously you misused and abused it before. I can't trust. I mean, I can't trust that like you won't do it again. Some people gotta be kept at bay. But I still love you though. Like I still love you as a human being, as a person. But you just can't rock with me like that.
It's not from my face.
Been chasing my money, things I do for my family, and on and on. I can't go without my blessings, 'cause blessings show. Been chasing dreams, my money, things I do.